Not a bad spot, guys. It's gonna work out well. I think I'm gonna try to hang my hammock underneath the edge of this lean-to, or shelter rather. Well guys, we're gonna have caribou burgers. Caribou my buddy Wyatt got in Alaska. Gonna add a little onion. Gonna dice up some bacon, mix it in as a binder for a little fat. The rest of this bacon will be used for breakfast. Good morning, guys. I'm at Thomas Hill Reservoir. Gonna do some bow fishing, possibly some crappie fishing. And I picked the one day that they're having a huge bass tournament. It's about 5:30, 5:45 Saturday morning, and there are bass boats rolling in here like crazy. I have nothing against bass fishing, I just picked a bad time. But we're gonna take my old John boat, it's my old motor, we're gonna put in right beside all these fancy boats and go do our thing. I'm working on the bank over there. Might be a grass. Yeah, he's not very big. I'm gonna pass on him. I don't even know if you guys could see him on camera. Maybe I won't pass on him. I'll swim right under the boat. Pretty sure that's a common. Yes, sir. Well, this could be interesting trying to put in. Huh. Huh. So I made some of these paper egg fire starters. It's a cotton ball soaked in Vaseline with wax on top. After going on a float trip, getting hit by a supercell, and the temperature dropped about 20 degrees, and we had no way to start a fire, no towels, no Mylar blankets, no anything. I've never really tried them. I keep them in a dry bag whenever we go floating, and I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and use this and how well it works. So that supercell came out of nowhere. Temperature dropped about 20 degrees. We had a bunch of young kids with us. Actually, this isn't cotton. It is dryer lint. So dryer lint topped with wax in a paper egg crate cup. And we're gonna see, I grabbed the cheapest, junkiest ferrule rod I had in my bag of tricks, and we're gonna see if this works. Well, I would say that works pretty good. But it was no joke. We had people with purple lips, uncontrollable shakes. I had kids doing jumping jacks on the shore just to keep them from going hyperthermic. It was pretty intense. From that point on, I decided I was never going to be without a way to start fire. I keep a dry bag with Mylar blankets, way to start fire, a few other essentials on every float. Well, almost any camp, almost any adventure, I keep a separate dry bag. This would have been a godsend on that float. I think I've got a clip of a bunch of us guys under a tree. All the girls and kids. We flipped a bunch of the canoes upside down, a bunch of the rafts upside down. They got under those, and we thought it was pretty funny for the first 5 minutes, as you'll probably be able to tell. It's a really short video, but soon after that, it got really pretty serious. But I'll splice that in after this so you guys can see. It's all fun and games until you can't stop shaking uncontrollably and your lips are purple and you got people stumbling around acting funny. I think those fire starters work pretty well.
Son of a bitch!
Hey guys, I wanted to get your opinion on this bow rack. 1.25" permanently mounted to the boat. 1 inch slips into it. Gonna get some D-rings instead of those bolts. But it's removable. You can hang it in the garage. Trying to get everything off the floor of the boat in hopes of our Missouri River trip. Anyway, tell me if I could have done something different. Wish I would have recorded the build. down for a night of camping. Hope she doesn't sink. That's where I was supposed to stay last night. But I got up here so late I couldn't find it. Picnic table, fire ring, remote camping. Got really shallow there, almost hit some rocks. Backcountry camping on Long Branch. There's 5 spots. But like I said, it's so shallow back here. All this flooded timber. I thought, well, there's no way they had the camping spots back here, but sure enough, here they are. Next trip for sure. I ended up camping on the other side of the lake in the traditional campgrounds. A really nice campground, very clean bathrooms, shower house. It's a beautiful lake. Hey guys, I was going to do a recap on the lakes episode that I just finished up. First lake we visited was Thomas Hill Reservoir. Beautiful lake, great fishing. While I was there, I saw people catching crappie, a lot of different types of catfish. Great lake for skiing, watercraft, sports. Not my favorite lake, but definitely one of my favorite campgrounds. Really clean. People were super friendly. Clean bathrooms, nice shelter houses. Second lake we went to was Ashland Lake, little bitty lake out in the middle of nowhere, outside of the city of Ashland, Missouri. I would highly recommend not trying to put in anything over a 16-footer, as you've got to put into a creek to get to the lake. Great for kayaking and canoeing. Beautiful scenery. I went old school like a kid, threw all kinds of little baits, Mr. Twister minnows, beetle spins, meps. Never got a bite, but I think it gets a lot of pressure and you have to work for it. Last lake we visited was Long Branch, by far my favorite lake, especially the Macon side. Really quiet, not a whole lot of traffic. That's where those 5 rustic campsites are that you can reserve for free, boat into, kayak into, canoe into. I also threw a bunch of baits that day, caught a few crappie. Heard there was a ton of common carp up there, so I was looking forward to bow fishing. Did not see any on the Macon side. I haven't been to the other side, but anyway, just wanted to recap. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Please subscribe. We're going to try to get better at our content, learning to use the drone, as you'll see in this video. Thank you again. Take care.